Okay, let me pause the game. I can't pause the game?
On the south side of Philadelphia. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the
I cannot pause the game, bro.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Maybe after the tackle I can. Yes. Okay. Options. Settings. Gameplay. No, we want the shit on all Madden. Is it on all Madden now? No, it's not. Why is it not on all Madden? How do you accept the Okay, that's player skills. Okay, computer skills. What? Oh man, this is stupid. Wow, I can't even control the fucking depth chart right now, bro. That sucks. Oh man. And it goes back to fucking rookie.
You don't know your mom? In order? What do they teach you at school?
But he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee. That's the 25-yard line.
Oh my.
How do you put this shit, man? Quit. Yeah, just quit it real quick. Which the light? I gotta put it on all Madden. Custom game. Oh shit, the Jaguars? I hope they fucking beat them.
Alright, bro, I'm getting out of here, man. I'm gonna watch the stream, though.
Alright, my nigga.
Alright, yo. Let's go fucking Eagles, man. Hell yeah. Alright, bro, I'm getting out of here.
I don't get this play now, shit. It says custom game, but I don't like the custom. There we go. Yo, this is retarded. Damn, man. I know what I'm gonna do. Where's the light? Come on. Got it. Pretty fine, man. I got it. Told you. What time is it? 12.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL. Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL.
Oh shit, Nick Foles is in. Okay. Alright, yeah. It's both of them. I didn't have to do nothing.
Take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and
That's
the
not me
Philadelphia
running, so
Eagles.
I let the computer
They'll
do it.
take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27.
And I don't think I'm playing either. Let's go, Foles. I'm watching the game, babe. I'm letting Minnesota and Vikings play. 12 minutes a quarter. We're going all man. Come on, Foles. I can't switch the camera view or nothing because I'm watching it.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here.
Minnesota and Eagles.
Second and 13.
I'm not playing. It's my game, but I'm not playing. I'm letting the computer play. Because they play today for the championship. I'm trying to see.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they had a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Foles. Hard throw, incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. You get a look at Case Keenum as he comes onto the field. He won't be buying any lunches in the Twin Cities anytime soon. 318 yards and 1 touchdown in that game against New Orleans. I don't remember. When was the touchdown?
Yeah, what do they call it? The touchdown?
The Minneapolis Miracle, I believe.
I would say, frankly, it's not just lunches. He can drop an occasional dinner after throwing that one to keep the Vikings alive in the playoffs in 2000 after the 2017 season. I just thought that the way he played down the stretch without fear and being able to throw some key passes that gave the Vikings a chance, give Case Keenum a lot of credit for a monster season.
Back to throw, Keenum. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make him more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Over the middle, complete. It's Morgan. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now before this next series gets going here offensively, what about that Saints-Vikings game?
There's so many different ways we can go and so many comments we can start with, but I hope you don't mind me starting with this one. Never in the history of the NFL All right, did we ever think that Drew Brees could lead a team that scores and leaves just 29 seconds on the clock, and he left too much time for Case Keenum? Think about that.
Yeah,
all right?
Just the end of that game, you know, we say it all the time, but you live for those moments. Now, you also got to remember, for the Saints, and we're thinking about the Vikings, for the Saints, what heartbreak.
Heartbreak for Marcus Williams, especially the safety. People are going to identify him as the key. But there's one thing to keep in mind. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end for the Vikings, ran about a 7-yard route, and someone from the Saints defense jumped him and actually weakened the back end of that defense and left it in a 2-on-2 situation, and the Vikings took advantage of it.
One we'll be talking about for years. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Foles completes it to Ajayi. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Foles. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there
because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Down, Murray. And now running right through it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
They go play action here on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Starting lineup here for the Eagles on defense. Crew, Charles, that all season, including the playoffs, has not allowed a point in the final 2 minutes of a game.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that was really put to the test by Atlanta.
It was.
I mean, they had their shots, didn't they? Inside the 10, 1st down to 10, 1st and goal, I guess is what it was. And how about that last pass in the end zone to Julio Jones? Did you really, truly expect him to come up with the ball? Because I did.
You did. I didn't. I felt like it was Philly's magic. They believed they were underdogs, and they believed they could do it, and they did.
I think what would have been really interesting, if he caught it, would he have come down and down? There's a lot going on that last play. Philadelphia made the whole thing stand up.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
Here's Keenum to throw, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run. Murray. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They run with Ajayi. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And Charles, say hello to the #1 overall defense in the NFL, the Vikings.
#1 in scoring defense, #1 in third down defense to go along with #1 in overall defense. But what is the money down in the NFL? It's third down, right? The last 4 weeks, they've given up just 16% third down conversions against their defense, and no team this year has gotten to 40% on third down for an entire game against them.
Yeah, that is just phenomenal. They continue to excel as they push forward in the playoffs. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Yeah, the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Let's go! Green 39!
Out of the gun, Keenum. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Try to run it in with Murray. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Keenum. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd down following the incompletion. A handoff. It's Murray. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Keenum. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive back. They covered well. Allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy run. rush, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now it's Ajayi. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Here's Sherrills. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Latavius Murray getting set to go again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective.
On 1st down, Keenum. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. If it they're going to win those too.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Again, it's Murray, and he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Tenth carry of the game now. Murray. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Evades him at the 10. Murray fighting. Lost the football. They go back to Murray on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Now a give. This is Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Forbath will put this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Tom Johnson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They'll set up to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 84 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Latavius Murray, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown.